Hello, I'm JerryDOusley, and welcome to today's edition of Spirit Bread. Today I'd like to talk to you about an average day. Regardless what shift you work, or even if you work at home, most of us have a fairly routine schedule that governs the course of our day. Certainly there are surprises along the way that dictate change, and thank God for them, or else we'd soon tire of doing the exact same thing day in and day out. But we have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen today, barring emergencies. My day usually begins at 3 o'clock a.m. After getting awake, if you know what I mean. I normally feel pretty good and just know that I will take the day by storm. I do some chores and spend some time at the computer, then it's off to work that usually starts for me somewhere between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. I speed through the morning, cramming everything I can do into the minutes and hours, and before I know it, the lunch buzzer goes off at 11:30. A quick bite and back to the old grindstone I go. The next few hours, I begin to feel a little fatigued. You know what I mean? At 1:30 p.m., I could really go for a nap, but that's not my contract with my employer, so I push through doing everything I can to keep my eyes open. I take a break at 2:30, which usually gets me past the desire to fall into an early afternoon siesta and push on until 4:30. And by the way, I think our Hispanic friends to the south have the right idea. Finally, time to go home. I never seem to get accomplished in a day's time what my ambition told me that I could do, and regardless of the energy I started the day with, it's pretty much spent by the time I drag through the door at home around 5 o'clock. What a day. And then I wonder why my energy is gone in the evening. I'll bet that you have a similar experience in your routine as well. God is indeed a merciful God. I am so glad He only chose to put 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week. Had He made a longer day and a week 8 days instead of 7, we'd probably work ourselves ready for retirement by about age 39. That being the case, we probably have a lifespan of something like 50 to 60. We just try to fit too much in a day's time, and it's His divine mercy that limits us. Somehow we think we're supermen and women, but fully scheduled days will make a Clark Kent out of you in double time. Those who make their living as housewives may have the quickest day yet. A few years ago, I thought I'd try that job. It looked pretty appealing from this side of the fence. But Megan was much younger then, so I first had to coax her out of bed, make sure she got ready for school, and then take her to school. Now, I did very little housework that day because I wasn't really trying to be Mr. Mom, just taking a vacation day home from work. Whatever I did that day, I can tell you this. When you're home and expecting to accomplish a lot, think again if you have kids in school. There are clothes to wash, dishes to wash, floors to sweep, and pets to feed. Once you get past noon, it's time to think about what everyone is going to have for supper. So you begin to prepare the meal. But wait, it's now time to pick the kids up from school. By the time you inch your way through the appropriate lines to pick them up, well, your day has just been blown. I just don't know how a stay-at-home mom gets it all done each day. She must be some kind of miracle worker or a specially equipped supermom. I thank God that He always accomplishes what He sets out to do in a day's time. He knows how things are going to go from start to finish, and there are never surprises because He has looked ahead to yesterday and knows exactly what's going to happen today. Now that's the way to do it, don't you think? Of course, we can't do it that way, but what we can do is to know that God can and put our trust in Him for what crosses our paths today. He saw it happening yesterday. So if we're walking with Him, then we will get through it today. It's great to know that we can trust God like that, if only we will. And that's an average day. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for joining us. We invite you to find out more by visiting our website at www.spiritbread.com. You're also welcome to email us at JOUSLEY@spiritbread.com. Take God with you wherever you go and in whatever you do, and have a wonderful day. Join us next time for another edition of Spirit Bread.